If your mid to upper back feels tight, stiff, or even painful, then you're in the right place. Today's simple yoga routine will mobilize your thoracic spine and strengthen the muscles in your back while opening up the front of your body. And this will hopefully provide you a little relief from your back discomfort. I'm Mikah. I'm a yoga therapist, and I'm really glad you're here. Let's get started. We'll start standing. So if you do have a yoga block today, or 2 yoga blocks, they'll come in handy, but they're not necessary. But if you do have them, keep them nearby. Okay, and start standing. You can actually do this part right from your seat too. If you're just at your desk watching this video, feel free to do this part with me. Take your hands together in front of your heart. Take a moment to breathe, connect. And then simply interlace your fingers and press your palms forward. So as you press your palms forward, let's press actively and round the mid-upper back. You're drawing your low belly in, maybe even a little tuck of the tailbone here. So your back is rounded. Tuck your chin down gently. Spend a moment here directing the breath to your back ribs. And if that does not make sense to you, or you can't connect with that area of your body, just do your best. Every inhale, feel the back ribs expand out. And every exhale, we just soften a bit. 2 more breaths like that, pressing actively forward. Inhale and exhale. Last time, breathe in and breathe out. Okay, now keep your fingers interlaced and simply reach them up to the sky. It's like we're trying to press the ceiling up away from us. Take 1 more breath in here. And then as you breathe out, just release your arms down by your side. And then bring your palms back together in front of your heart. We're gonna move through what we just did a little quicker. So take a breath in where you are with your hands at your heart. Breath out as you interlace your fingers, press the palms forward, feel your shoulder blades move apart. And then on your inhale, reach your palms up to the sky, press the ceiling away. Exhale, release. 1 more time like that. Breathe in, palms touch. Breathe out, press away and round. Breathe in, reach up to the sky, maybe even a little back bend here. And then breathe out, release your arms down by your side. And just circle your shoulders back. And I like to think when I'm circling my shoulders back that the movement is coming from this area, from your mid-back, not from your upper traps right here. So don't overthink it, but if you can, again, connect with this part of your body, and feel the shoulder blades move around. And then next time your shoulders come back and down, we'll just leave them there. The neck is long. Reach your arms out and up, and then just take your hands at the nape of your neck. So your elbows are bent here, your chest is lifted. Try not to be in like this, rounded. We're lifting the heart, okay? Coming into a side bend. Reach 1 elbow up and over. Now, do this without collapsing forward at all if you can help it. So that elbow goes straight up to the sky, and you're really thinking more of a lift up than crunching into the waist. So up and then over. You can even imagine that there's a beach ball at your side and you're trying to lift your spine up and over that beach ball. Good, we'll just breathe here for a moment. And then come right back up to center. Take a breath in here. And then let's side bend over to the other side, reaching that elbow straight up, opening up the side of the body here, up and over the beach ball. Smooth breath in and out of your nose. Okay, we'll flow that just a little quicker, move it with the breath. On your next inhale, come to center. Exhale to side bend. Inhale through center. Exhale, side bend. One more each side, breathe in and breathe out. Each time we come up through center, breathe in, lift the chest, breathe out. And then one last time, come back through center, press the elbows back, lift the chest, and then release your arms down. Woo, shake it out. From here, we'll come down to hands and knees. If you like to pad your knees with a blanket, go ahead and do that. Once you're down, we're in tabletop position, stacking your joints, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Spreading the fingers wide, pressing through your fingertips and knuckles. Begin to move through a little spinal movement, cat-cow. So gently drop the belly down, broaden the collarbone, and try to get some engagement in your back here, squeezing the shoulder blades. And then on your exhale, we do the opposite. We press actively away from the mat, round the spine, and again, feel those shoulder blades move apart. Every inhale, we open. Exhale to round. Keep moving like that. One more inhale, open the chest. Exhale, neutral spine. Okay, getting into a little rotation in the thoracic spine. Take your left arm or either arm and lift it up like an upside down cactus or like a goalpost, 90-degree angle. Okay, that elbow stays lifted, but the fingers are pointed down with the palm behind you. From here, we'll twist our body to the left, drawing the elbow up and feeling the left shoulder blade draw into the back. Okay, and then from here, we'll take that left hand and reach it under the right like we're threading the needle. So reach as far as you can with those fingertips. Inhale, twist to the left, feel the shoulder blade draw into the back. Exhale, reach that hand through. So we're easing into this. Keep moving like that. Inhale to twist, exhale to thread. Okay, next time you exhale, let's just plant that palm down and do the other side. So right arm up into our goalpost, fingertips down. Inhale, twist to the right. Again, feel that shoulder blade draw into the back. Exhale, thread the needle through. And it's not about going as far as you possibly can, especially to the right. Don't feel like the shoulder, you're yanking the shoulder up. It's a gentle movement. It's just intentional engagement of the back muscles as we rotate. On your next exhale, put the hand down and take child's pose, hips to heels. Maybe rest your head on your hands. Our shoulders need a little bit of a break after that. Take a couple of slow, intentional breaths, just letting your body settle. And then come to lie on your side. So I'm going to start on my right side, facing the camera. This is where if you have a block, it'll come in handy, but again, not necessary. It's just a little extra feedback for our body. I do recommend if you have a blanket, putting it under your head for extra support. Okay, so come to lie down on one side. Now the bottom leg is stretched out long, the top knee is bent, and it's resting on this block. And the purpose of this block is to keep the hips from opening back when your arms do. You'll see in a second. All right, so you can get all the way on your side. Both arms are stretched out in front of you with the palms touching. Okay, on your breath in, the top arm opens straight up and goes straight back as far as you can. Okay, if you can touch the floor, that's great. If not, just really feel, again, that cue, draw your left shoulder blade or whichever shoulder blade is on that top arm into your back. Okay, and then every exhale, we close the book. Inhale to open, explore whatever range of motion you might have, and exhale to close. Stay with that. So this is actually a lot easier without the block. You'll find you have more range if you're not using the block. You'll be like, oh, I can go all the way. But usually that means your hip is shifting to open up with the body, right? If we want to keep this all in that specific area of our back that we're targeting, our mid, upper, our thoracic spine, and this is also great for the chest and shoulders, then we really want to keep this hip still. So if you're not using a block, just focus on keeping it really still. Let's do one more together. Hold in the open position and breathe. Okay, and then close your book and we'll make our way to the other side. And you can just turn around, but I'm going to flip all the way over here so I can still face you. Bottom leg straight, top knee resting on the block. Arms stretched out in front of you, all the way on your side. And then every inhale, we open. Take your time with it. Every exhale, we close. If it feels good, you can follow your hand with your gaze. Or you can just keep your neck still and gaze forward. Let's do one more and hold it open. Let your breath be smooth and soft all the way through your torso. And then on your exhale, let's close the book. Okay, now we'll finish with supported fish, which may be the best pose of them all for mid-back pain specifically. So if you do have 2 blocks, go ahead and use them for this. If you don't have blocks, no worries. You can either just take Shavasana, classic Shavasana, where you're lying on your back in a comfortable position, or if you have a pillow or a rolled up blanket, you can put it where the bottom block is. You'll see where it is in a second, right under your shoulder blades. Okay, so, but if you do have blocks, put them on your mat in a T shape. So it's like the top, you can see here how I have it. The top block is long ways, like the top of the T. And then this bottom block will go under your shoulder blades, so your shoulders hang off it. And if the top block's a little uncomfortable for your head, sometimes I put a blanket on top of that. Okay. And then you can lie back So your spine rests on that bottom block, and then your head rests on the top block. And you'll have to adjust to find the best position for you. You don't want the block so low that it causes discomfort in your low back. So make sure it's high up enough that your back feels good, your low back feels good, and your shoulders are kind of hanging off the edge of the block. Arms can spread out with the palms open, and then your legs, the knees can be bent if that feels good, or you can stretch them out long. Sometimes, oh, that feels really nice in my body, but see what feels good in your body. Sometimes a butterfly can be nice here too, with your feet together and your knees apart. And we'll just take a few deep breaths in this position, but please adjust until you are somewhat comfortable. This can be intense, right? Because it is opening up the front of our body in a very strong way, but you shouldn't feel any sharp pain. Okay, so we'll take a few breaths here, settling in, letting our body soften into the position. And just noticing how this pose really supports a deep, full breath and the expansion of your rib cage with the breath. And let's finish with 3 deep, energizing breaths. Breathing in slowly through the nose, filling all the way up. And then letting the breath go with a sigh. Again, like that, breathing in, releasing. And one final time, inhale. Let it go. Take your time to come out of this pose. I find that it's best to roll over on my side, but you can just pop right up if that works for you. And if your spine needs a little more love after that pose, which can be a lot, take a little seated cat-cow here. Inhale to open the chest, exhale to round. Just working out any last kinks. And then take a moment, sitting up tall, and just notice how you feel. Notice how your back feels, but also notice how you feel energetically, mentally. Feel all the sensations in your body. And acknowledge yourself for taking time out of your day to take care of your body, your mind, and your spirit. Okay, let me know if that made your back feel any better. Just drop me a comment down below. And just a quick note. A lot of times poor posture can contribute to or even be the cause of middle upper back discomfort. So especially if you sit a lot, you'll want to be intentional about bringing movement variety into your day. And I actually have a series of yoga for better posture videos here on YouTube. So I'll link those above. I think it's this side. Maybe it's this side. There's a link up there. Click it. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.